I'm glad you mentioned that because one of the biggest things that I am still working through is that affection. I don't like people touching me. I don't want them touching me. I'm not an affectionate person.
Oh, wow.
And that even shows up even as I'm raising my children. I'm trying to be better. But I don't want to hug, I don't want to cuddle, I don't want that's not me. I don't want to do any of those things. And that is an issue because even when I'm thinking about my daughter who is now 18, I love you. I'll be like, yeah, I love you. You know what I mean? Like that affection part I've always struggled with because there is something about me being that close. Even I try because that's a part of intimacy, right? You have to learn how to be affectionate. But that part right there is a continuous struggle. And even with my daughter, now she's picking that up. She don't want to be touched. You know what I mean? And it's because I'm not that hugger type of person. And that's unfortunate because we should be able to hug more, you know what I mean?
Right.
Be more affectionate when it comes to even the kids. But when it comes to that, my boys, 3, and they love to hug, they love to cling. And that is
Mm.
stressful for me. It literally stresses me out because they are clingy. They want to touch me. They could be attached to my hip. And for me, give me some space. Even my kids, I need space. My
I want
husband
to
needs
say
space.
thank you so much. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
No, no, you're fine.
but thank you so much for being this transparent at this moment.
Mhm.
Because the mere fact that you could admit to that, there's so many people that this is a problem for. And
Mhm.
I'm talking about a huge problem. This is one of the ways in which trauma manifests because it's not just you that sadly it affects the way you're showing up to even your children. And now you're unconsciously teaching your children the same thing.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, you're not alone in this space because it's something I struggled with for years. But then on the flip side of that, I had that too, where I didn't want to be touched. But then I realized that no, I actually yearn. I am an affectionate person. One of my love language is touch,
Yeah.
right? But I had to work through that. And the irony is that's when they say God never makes a mistake,
Mhm.
because the difference for me was when I had my boys, I had to force myself to sit through that because exactly my boys were and still are so affectionate to the point it drives me crazy sometimes. But I had to sit through that, Tammy, and now I love being hugged, which I'm giving you a forewarning, girl. We haven't met in person yet. And I am happy that you were bold enough and transparent enough to share that. But I'm giving you a warning because I am a hugger now,
Mhm.
even though the girls that I work with now and the adults that I work with, I'm more aware now. I actually ask people if I can hug them before I do,
Mhm.
because I know this to be true. I'm giving you a warning.
Okay, that's okay.
It took work.
It's
And that is going to be my challenge for you too. Even though it feels cringeworthy at
Mhm.
times when even your little one comes and hug, the truth of the matter is sometimes that's the thing our children needs the most. They don't need the toys. They just need quality time with you. And that looks like you just cuddling them,
Yeah.
holding them randomly. My boys get sick of me now. And it was just my way of forcing through whatever I was going through. I would just call them and just hug on them. I was like, but mom, you just hugged me 5 minutes ago, but I want a hug. Right. And now I'm okay with it.
Mhm.
I'm more comfortable with it. I'm not saying that still sometimes I don't have to catch myself because I done broke them this way. So sometimes when I'm really not in the greatest of headspace and they're coming, Mom, I want to cuddle. And I have to bring myself back and say, oh, Larissa, this is not the kid's issue. That's your issue. Now you're projecting, get it under control and come back.
Exactly.